What is up, y'all? HOTATO here, back with another power leveling video. This time we're gonna get Uraeus. You know, it's your boy, the Serpent King. Actually, what is his title? Arcane Vizier? Vizier? Arcane Vizier? Whatever, dude. They should have just named him like the Sand King. Wait. Sand King is someone. Sand King's Yunan? Probably could have called him like the Cobra King or some shit like that. I don't know. There's a history between Uraeus, something like that. But it doesn't matter to me. He's getting leveled up. And we are going to try to take out of all of our training camps right now. Still, I barely pulled any out since the Jeff Yoon power leveling video because I really don't do anything until I make videos in this. 537 of these guys, guaranteed to finish this one. But hopefully I don't finish out any of these guys. 1,500-ish, almost 1,600 in both of them. And again, going to be relatively inefficient for the first bit of it. But we'll see, because I am running out of hero slots, because I keep one of every single hero. And if they have a costume, I for sure keep them. Yes. Judge me all you want from using all these stupid trainer heroes. I don't give a shit. Alright, I have people to level up. And like most people, let me know. I feel like I get a trainer hero pretty much either once a day or once every other day because of chests or something. And I feel like it comes pretty often how often I can get a trainer hero. Those trainer heroes were from last Path of Valor. And yeah. And speaking of Path of Valor, we got a new Path of Valor this time around. It actually looks very, 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 very doable for most ranges of players, skill level. I don't even know what the hell you would call that. Because this time they don't have anything related to, what is it, raid tiers? All you have to do is gain experience, which is very easy if you just play the game, and defeat a certain amount of enemy heroes, which you just do while regularly raiding. Fill your chests, tournaments, what has you. And that's pretty much the more difficult parts that they changed for this one compared to last one. And it's not something we haven't seen before. You've definitely seen it in past Path of Valors. The other thing that always is tripping people up is the fact that, what's it called? The fact that, I'll get it out. Second Ascension, but what the fuck was I saying? In Path of Valor. Oh yeah, the daily challenges. Jesus Christ, can't even think. Anyways, the daily challenges, they don't have, they still will probably include, crafting certain items, fighting in special stages, seasons 2 and 3, and shit like that. So that's where it would be difficult for people who haven't gotten that far in the maps. But it's all good. If you can get close to get to 48, level 48 in Path of Valor, wow, level 5 on Special Skull already, love it. But yeah, if you could get to level 48 on the Path of Valor, I think you'd be golden, because the key to everybody in this game not only is just the 5 stars, but the second one being the Ascension items, and then the last one being emblems, probably the highest value stuff in this game. I'm starting to think mana potions would probably be really high up there, honestly. To compete against Titans, to compete against the challenge events and shit, and just to prevent yourself from dying on the harder map stages. So definitely try to get to that last, that final stage to get the last Ascension items, rank 48 in Path of Valor. But anyways, that's just what's new in the zoo right now for ENP. What else is new? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. We got Season 4 coming out in 2 weeks. I've already touched on that. It's actually like 10 days. But I've already touched on that. You guys have already talked about that. I feel like the entire universe is talking about Season 4 at one point or another. So I'm not even going to bother talking about that again. And I think we do have some new challenge events that will be coming out, and a new map stage, and blah, 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 which will be interesting when it comes out. And I won't talk about it till then, because I got other shit to deal with. It's not looking up forums on ENP right now. Like making you guys videos. Also, just kind of changing the subject, really, because back to my list of random shit to talk about. The noobiness when I first started, man. That's gonna be my ask today. Is what is some of the stupid shit that you guys did when you were a noob first starting off in the game? And there's a lot of common ones out there. A lot of people will be like, "Oh, I spent my gems to upgrade faster," or "I used my gems to continue." Right, those are very common ones that I've heard. Other ones would be like using the elemental summon, which is something I've done. I've done them all. As a noob who didn't understand jack shit for the first 6 months that I played, outside of getting super lucky with like 5 stars, like Grazul, Horgal, and whatnots, Leona Kingston, I just didn't know shit. I was just a lucky duck. And so, for example, I was doing this very inefficient leveling as a noob, which isn't okay. To be honest, I don't really notice at all. I also don't do it, but I don't think I notice a single bit of loss on my end. Just my own, for me. Like, I don't notice me losing out on heroes and XP whenever I just power level like this, or do it relatively inefficiently. Put that in air quotes, because everyone has their method, and this is mine. The one that just doesn't give a fuck. Just level them up, get them to 70, hold off, make another video leveling all of them up. Some shit like that, right? How sick would it be, now that I'm thinking about it aloud, how sick would it be if I had 5 stars at level 70, and I would just ascend them all in one video? Do you know how many, wow, max special. Do you know how many fucking feeders that would take? If I'm power leveling them specifically, because I don't have slots to just feed them one color right now, all right? I'm pretty saturated in the amount of heroes that I have. I don't use them, but, card collection, shit like that. And so, also, just a little tidbit of advice is for you noobs out there. I would highly, highly, highly suggest investing in those 50 gem, even the 100 gem roster expansion before it gets hella expensive. It's like 150, 200, 250. I'm sure it goes way, way above that. But that's a little tidbit that I'd give you guys. Like, just invest in a couple of those slots at the beginning, level 20, whatever level you may be at. But I think it is extremely valuable to have tons of hero slots, especially if you're newer, so you can take advantage of the more efficient way to level up your heroes. And it's way, way better when you're a noob, because you want to do like 5 at a time. You get progress. You see progress as well. And it's not as like weird and bottlenecky at the beginning, when it shouldn't be. Because at the beginning, you should be like drinking from the fire hose, like running and shit like that, and not so much worrying about strategy about like this and that and this and that. You shouldn't, at least. You're more than welcome to. By all means, go worry about it if that's what you want to do. But that's just a little tidbit that I would say is probably hold off on. Not hold off, but probably invest in what's it called? Invest in expanding your hero slots. I definitely didn't do that when I was a noob. So I got to a point where I leveled up enough, and it just automatically increased, I think, in price. I'm not 100% sure how that works, but whatevs. All right. Well, he's at 32, and I still haven't fully pulled out all of my heroes from the training camp, but I imagine I'm pretty close. 204. Oh, yeah. I think I'll finish it by the time he gets to, well before he gets to 70. Unless I get tons and tons of 2-star yellows for some random ass reason. But, you know, RNGs just ain't gonna bless me like that. So yeah, anyways, back to being a noob. Let me know in the comments below what stupid shit you guys did as noobs and kind of what, you know, what did you learn from, or how did you learn from that? For me, I just learned from the forums, you know, people just tenured, you know, playing for 3 years, Reddit and all that, and then just constantly the noobs in Reddit being like, hey, new player here, just level 10, whatever, like, where should I spend my gems, blah, blah, blah. And a lot of people suggest, you know, spending it on Atlantis or the costume event, because you're going to get those Season 1 heroes anyway, so might as well get them with a little bit of a boost in shit. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. Like, you don't have to listen to all the strangers out there in the world, but some of it, you know, if you think it really makes sense, put some logic behind it, shit, some of it makes sense. And I should have listened to that when I first started, obviously, but here we are. Many gems later, many years later, learning from that and trying to help the noobs out there not do newbie mistakes. Or by all means, go for it and learn from it. I mean, does it really matter? It's your game. Play it how you want. But yeah, being a noob sometimes hard, you know, especially in games that are like this complex. It's not easy to grasp, and it's not easy to know where to find all the information if you don't know what information you're looking for. Me, who's come from many mobile games on top of many other video games, PC games, console games and shit, RPG games and all that, like, I know what I'm supposed to be looking out for in games like this. Like, it's a city building game, it's a roster building game, it's a strategy game. And so for me, who understands those concepts, I would look up certain things online that would help get me the answer that I'm looking for. So for example, I looked up like, hey, what on my base should I level up first? What are the key things I should be doing for leveling up my base? So, you know, search that on Google, search that on the forums, Reddit, whatevs, you'll get it. You know, other questions I would ask is, you know, what heroes to focus on. A lot of people, a lot of people love focusing on those 5 stars, those high ticket items. But as you guys can see, it takes a fuckload of food, fuckload of feeders just to get them to a usable, right? Just to get them to a usable level, which in my opinion is 3rd Ascension level 70, because they're still lacking quite a bit in stats and skill, a little bit due to the percentage. And so 4 stars tend to be much more efficient in that aspect. And so, you know, that's something I searched up when I was a noob, because I definitely spent a ton of resources on Horgal. Obviously, I ain't using him for shit right now. Not even rush attacks. I don't even use him because Bertilli, baby, love that chick. And so my game sense allowed me to know what I should search up. But not everyone has that game sense. If you didn't grow up with games, if you don't play these kinds of games, you don't just intuitively know, oh, hey, I need to search up, you know, what hero should I level up first based on this? Or what building should I level up first? What maps on the, what stages on the map are the best to farm? Because it appears I need to do some farming in this game in order to get some items and shit, you know? find all the bottlenecks and try to alleviate that. So, you know, not everyone has that, but feel free to ask away any kind of question, any kind of like wall that you run into. I'm sure the answer's out there on Google, on the forums, on the very manyest, I do that all the time. The manyest, the very many, wow, I still can't get it. Many, whatever. Anyways, you guys know what I'm saying, right? The copious amounts of information out there on the interwebs. Someone's bound to have answered any question that you might ask. Now, if you get down to like the nitty gritty of like, oh, hey, how is, you know, Uraeus versus, you know, versus another average yellow that's not as common either, then yeah, you might not run into an answer there, but you might be able to get some opinions and piece together something. But yeah, just use the information that's out there. There's lots of useful information. Hey, yes, finally, it's free after like 2-3 months. All right. Well, now the question is, what do I do? And I'm gonna let you guys answer this. Do I try to upgrade my training camp to level 20 so I can have 2 training camp 20s going so I can get my fucking Magni? God damn it. Or do I just keep trying to use him for TC2? Or maybe even try TC1, which I don't know. I'm not too thrilled on that one. Or try to, you know, do one of these elemental guys. Actually, I don't know. I'm not too thrilled on these guys either. Both backpacks and swords. Yeah, but let me know. Let me know what I should do with this this training camp. Upgrade him, or training camp 2, or whichever training camp version. I know I have to do some research still. But let me know. I'm going to keep him blank for a hot minute. And I'll let you guys decide. You can be the dictator of the training camp. The life of the training camp falls in your hands. So choose wisely, guys. And don't fuck with me, please. You guys are gonna tell me to put it on fucking like training camp 19 or training camp 13 when I have every single season 1 4-star already. But we'll see. I'll do it if we must. But we're almost at level 70. So this was a nice little run. My nose has been itchy this entire fucking time. And yes, I mean, this is going to be a common thing you guys will have to, y'all will have to hear, is the fact that either I'm scratching my nose, sniffling, sneezing, and all that. I mean, either there's dust everywhere in our house, I got crazy allergies inherited from my dad, or a combination of both of those just seriously fucking me in the nostrils. Not cool, you know? Not cool. Anyways, we are really close. Damn it. I really didn't want to make these uneven. 1552, 1549. Okay, so I gotta pull from this guy. Alright, so let's see. Final. All the 1-stars get used first. Shit, I'm supposed to do some math. So I pulled 4 from the last one. There's a 6 discrepancy. So if I use 6... Perfect! Yes! Okay, let me tell you why. Because I'm like hella OCD and shit. So this training camp has 1542. This one has 49. If I pull 6, it'll go down to 43. Which is pretty much close because they're not exactly in sync in terms of when they produce heroes. But I'd say 143 is close enough right now. And I'll go use that to level up Frosty the Snowman. Hell yeah, dude. Let's do double Julius. All right, yeah. Yes. Hey. Frosty, baby. Anyways, so let me know. I got 3 5-stars ready for ascending. I need a blue 5. We all know I'm looking for that Magni, baby. Or potentially the next April Hero of the Month, another blue 5-star that I potentially could get, depending. But anyways, the usual stuff. Let me know down below some of the mistakes you made as a noob, how you learned from them, or like how did you figure out it was like not the best decision or an actual mistake. And then also let me know what I should do with that training camp. Right? I mean, it's just going to sit here pretty, doing absolutely jack shit up until I get some responses from you folks. So, as usual, thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe, make sure to comment down below, and as usual, we will catch you on the next one.